Hello guys, welcome once again. I did a lot of Korea here again. So last week I couldn't, put up a video, for our normal weekly market analysis, because I had a lot going on during the weekend, so I really couldn't, record anything. So but this week, we'll be looking at a new what the market is likely to do this week. Like I always say on this channel, we don't predict markets. You can only follow the trend. Like I like to say, if you are not trading $1 billion, if you are not trading $10 billion, if you are trading less than a billion, there's you can't move a needle in the market. We are retail traders. So I would have said that. So what we do is to follow the trend. So quickly, let's look at what the market did last week and what we should be expecting the coming week. All right. So on the first instrument we're looking at is DXY, like we always do on the channel. Look at the DXY dollar index average. We want to see, because the dollar is the world currency, so it's important for us to pay attention to what the dollar is doing. If you look at my chart, this daily time frame, you will see that dollar actually broke this channel after last week. This is why I always said that this market, it's you can only follow trend. Last week when we had these major these bearish candlesticks, a lot of people were expecting that we should continue to the downside. Well, as you can see, there's a bounce. And I won't said that if you look at what the market has been doing anyway, it's been trending upwards. So we've been moving upwards, So a lot of people felt since we have a lot of liquidity around there, we should continue to the downside. But then, what you can see is that, market pull up on Monday. This is the Monday candlestick. We kept pushing up and we broke out of this channel. For me, I felt on Wednesday we had this candlestick close, because I like to check the candlestick close, every day at the end of the trading day. So on Wednesday when we had this pullback, I was expecting on Thursday for the DXY to move to the downside, but then we had this bounce off. I think after we had that Fed on Thursday, we had Fed chairman speaks, the dollar, actually gain strength. And of course, we are pushing up. So, but we're in Friday like this. But the way it is now, if you go to the weekly time frame, you will notice that we are still sitting on the support. The week actually ended. The candlestick ended like a retracement to this candlestick. Like I said, the market is the DXY is in an uptrend. The dollar is very strong right now. But until we break out of this trend to the upside, until I see something like this, we can something like a pullback and then we'll break out. Then I can say, okay, that we are continuing to the upside. If not, I will be very careful buying the DXY around this axis. All right, we are likely to continue the trend to the downside this week. If this resistance around there holds, as you can see, there's a lot of liquidity around there. There's a lot of resistance around there. If price is unable to break out to the upside, we are likely to come down a little bit to the downside. All right, that's for the XY. So let's look at gold. Gold, on the other hand, has been pushing down. Don't forget that as dollar goes up, we should be seeing gold, come pulling down, coming back down. So, and like I've been saying on this channel, the hostility we've been seeing in the Middle East between Israel and Palestine and other countries. I think yesterday, Israel, also attacked, some part of Lebanon. So that should tell you that as that is going on, as those hostilities going on, we should be seeing more of investors, more of people trying to put their money in precious metal like gold. All right. But so far, so good. Since we had the dollar gain some momentum last week, the gold seems to be pulling back. All right. But then on the long run, I expect gold to continue this uptrend. We should, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, although we seem to have closed below this this support that we've been battling with for some time. A support around there 1947. All right. So I expect gold to keep, if you look at this trend line, We already break. It's like a break of that trend line, that kata trend line from somewhere around there on this 4-hour time frame. So we are likely to see gold to keep pulling down to around 1897. There's a minor support here. I pull back to the upside. This is 1907, 1907. If you break this support, then you should be expecting price to come to another support around there, around 1875. All right. So for this week, since gold already break this channel, we should be expecting gold to keep, probably for the first few days in the new week to keep pushing now. I would say now let's look at what Bitcoin is doing. For Bitcoin, for BTC, like I've been saying on this channel, I've been super bullish since we crashed to around that 17,000, and I've been saying that I've been accumulating Bitcoin. I've been using this year to accumulate Bitcoin because I understand that next year is Bitcoin halving. So year before Bitcoin halving, there's always a lot of accumulation going on. But then if you look at historically what Bitcoin used to do the year before that halving, we normally have a major crash. So for now, I've been sitting on my hands, since I've been accumulating Bitcoin since around that 16,000, 17,000. But right now, I've actually been sitting on my hands to see what Bitcoin is going to do as it's moving up. I'm expecting Bitcoin to actually, retrace, because, for the crypto market, there's always a lot of manipulation going on. So, and I don't expect the Wall Street guys to buy Bitcoin at 36,000. I've been saying this on the group. If you're in my WhatsApp and Telegram group, I've said this over and over, that what they would do is to pull down the price, probably to around 25,000, 26,000, 24,000. Nobody knows, and then start shake away people that, we call them weekends. They're going to shake them out, and then they buy at the bottom, and then price keeps pushing up. In 2020, we have the same scenario. There was a chart I shared in the group, in the WhatsApp group, and in the Telegram. If I'm not joined the group, I will drop. It's a free group. I'll be dropping our free Telegram group link. We share a lot of information in that group. You can join us, all right? So in 2020, we had this massive pullback. I think that was before the Bitcoin halving, just around that COVID period. We had this massive, Bitcoin pullback to, I think, from around 9,000 plus, almost $10,000 to around 3,500 before, and a lot of people panic and sell. And then, Bitcoin rallied from around that 3,500 to $65,000 at the top of the, bull cycle. So I haven't said that. So I'm expecting the same scenario, this Bitcoin bull cycle. And don't forget also that the ETF approval is there's a lot of buzz around it. The Bitcoin ETF approval, there's a lot of buzz going on around it right now. And that is what is propelling the price. Any retracement of that approval, that maybe they'll push it to next year, you should expect a massive dump for the crypto market. And like I said, it has always been a tradition. The big guys that want to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos will always like to shake out weekends, and so we should be expecting a pullback, and then before that rally. If you see those pullback, like I've been telling those in my group, don't panic to sell. Just in fact, it should be the period where you want to buy more for cryptos. I'm talking about cryptos and Bitcoin and other altcoins. That moment where we're going to be seeing the pullback, before the end of the year or early next year, before halving, we are going to see that massive crash. It is not a moment for you to panic. However, it is a moment, whereby you want to actually, buy more crypto. All right. So having said that, let's move on to EURUSD. EURUSD has actually, we had a bottom here around there 1.04. That was I think it's about 2 weeks ago, and we've been trending upwards. As you can see, we have actually been trending upwards. And I won't be, although overall, like I've been saying on this channel for some time, if you look at the monthly time frame, you will notice that overall the trend is down, right? But then in the medium term, it seems to have formed a support around that area that just 1.04. So if we break out of this channel fully, we should push up a little bit. But for me, I will be very careful selling around here. I will be very, very careful selling around. With years, I've been very, very careful selling around there, around this axis, because you can see there's a lot of liquidity around there, and the market seems to have bottom for the medium term. So we might see a little push up to the upside before we start coming back down. So I will be very careful, selling around this axis. You can see that we have a lot of price movement around it to the upside. That's for EURUSD. So I'll be looking for, if I see a breakout, a full breakout from this resistance. There's a resistance there, a minor resistance there. All right. I'll be looking for a break and retest of this resistance, something that looks like this. A break, a retest, and then probably to the upside. But then if I for me to sell, I won't be selling around this area. Like I said, I'll rather wait for a break of this support. Like I always say on this channel and if you're on my Telegram group, patience is the name of the game in this market. You want to be very patient. I'll rather wait for me to see a clear breakout, either on this to the upside or to the downside. But I won't be playing around trying to sell around it. All right, it should be very dangerous. And one of our rules on this channel is that you don't sell around resistance zone. You don't sell, around support zone, and you don't buy around resistance zone. All right. So I would say that let's look at what pounds USD is doing. Pounds USD is also doing almost the same. We have a pullback on this weekly time frame. At the end of the week, we have a pullback of price. But you notice that this support still holds. Price is still holding firm around the support. All right, and price has not even validated this bullish engulfing candle that we had 2 weeks ago. So also for pounds USD, I'll also be careful selling around there. I'd rather wait, for me to see a pulling into this space. Probably let's go to the daily time frame. I'd rather wait for price to actually pull in into this zone, to this axis, and form, a support before I take it by the upside. All right. Or I wait for a clear break to the downside before I take a sell. All right, but I won't be selling around this zone. All right. Having said that, I want us to quickly look at NASDAQ. I think I dropped, there was a sell we had on NASDAQ last week, a quick sell before we have this bounce up. And then the NASDAQ has been super bullish. All right. But, it's moving towards around 156.50, 1.154. That's a price of NASDAQ. So I'll be very careful until I see a break, like I just explained, on EURUSD and pounds USD. I'll either wait for a pullback, a pullback, and then buy, and then continue that trend. All right. Or if I don't see, or I wait to see a clear break around this resistance before I jump on the buy. All right. So that's for NASDAQ. Like I explained earlier, if you have not joined our Telegram group, I'll be dropping the Telegram. Is a free Telegram group in the link below. Ensure you join. And also, if you have not liked this channel and subscribe, ensure you subscribe and put on the notification bell. All right, so that when I put out a video, you'll be one of the first to get notified. All right. So have a beautiful trading week. Thank you so much.